Hi guys, it's Joy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done a baking video, and trying new recipes this year in 2025 has been one of the highlights of my year. It feels really good to try something new in the kitchen, and I personally love baking and I do enjoy it a little bit more than cooking. Last week I made a chai vanilla loaf for the first time. I actually posted a YouTube short about it if you want to check it out. It was a great dessert that didn't feel too overly sugary, so I figured I want to try something new but still on the chai theme, so I'll be baking chai cookies. Wow! It is me and my boyfriend's anniversary, so I'm going to give these cookies to him as a little gift. I'm assuming the recipe won't be too crazy different from my loaf recipe, just different ratios, so let's jump into it. Alright, so this recipe basically calls for all the basic ingredients, including butter, sugar, vanilla, flour, baking soda, baking powder, etc. The key ingredient in this, however, is going to be chai concentrate, and we are of course going to mix our dry and wet ingredients separately. Alright, so I gathered my ingredients and I have my go-to mixing bowl and my cute little pink electric mixer, and I need to show you guys this adorable little gingerbread measuring spoons. I got these from Target and I just think they're so cute. Okay, so first things first, we need to cream together the butter and the sugar. Alright, so next steps are pretty simple. We're just going to add together the rest of our wet ingredients, including the egg, vanilla, and chai concentrate. And then in a separate bowl, we need to mix our dry ingredients together, and then slowly you combine it all into the same bowl. Alright, so the cookie dough is done. The hardest part is out of the way, and the instructions say to leave the cookie dough in the fridge to chill for about 30 minutes. I've actually never done a chilling period for cookies before. I know this is like a typical thing for a lot of recipes, but I've just never done it, so hopefully that will help add to maybe the softness of the cookie or how the flavor comes through. And then once those are done chilling, I'm going to cut little cute hearts and maybe some gingerbread men out of it. Ooh. And pop them in the oven. Hi guys, so the cookies have finally cooled down. The shapes I feel like came out a little wonky, but they're still cute. I also made some extra that are just simple circle cookie shapes just to keep it simple and classic. So the last step of this cookie is to add on a little glaze on top. I normally do this with my loaves, so I've done it with my vanilla loaf and my chai loaf, but basically you just need powdered sugar, a splash of your milk of choice, and vanilla. I might add some cinnamon or chai concentrate to it just to give it that chai flavor a little bit more. And I think I'm gonna coat majority of the cookies in this. And then basically we're done. And we're done. That recipe was fairly straightforward. It was interesting having to chill them. I think that did help a bit with cutting the actual shapes into the cookies. And I did do more than one batch, so it was interesting because I think the time varied a little bit with the first and second one, the plain circles. So some of them had a little bit more rise than others, but I did want to do, you know, some soft cookies and some more on the crispier side because I feel like it's just up to your preference. So I feel like it's always good to have both options. Another new baking recipe is crossed off the list now. It's really rewarding trying out new recipes, and if you guys have any ideas for what you want me to bake next, I'm always open, so leave a comment below. Hopefully my boyfriend will like these cookies, but something is telling me that he will love them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back next week for a new video. Bye!